Good evening and welcome to the Thursday Night Net of the Ozarks Amateur Radio Society. This net we call every Thursday at 8 p.m. on this frequency of 146.460. No PL tone and no offset. My name is Shaun and my call sign is KE0MAD. While this net is not an emergency net, if anyone has any emergency traffic at any time, please call break. Does anyone have any emergency traffic? Please call now. All right, hearing none, we'll move on. Our goal with the Simplex Net is to reach out and far into the Ozarks listening area as possible, and maybe tonight even further than that. Band's open pretty good. Testing the effectiveness of our stations in radio-to-radio contact without the use of a repeater or the internet. I'll be using NetLogger. Well, I guess I just lied. We're using NetLogger. That's part of the internet. I'll be using the internet, NetLogger, for the check-ins. Anyone who wishes to can check in early by monitoring the OARS net there. The Ozarks Amateur Radio Society meets on the second Saturday of the month at the Happy House Restaurant in Monette, Missouri. The meeting is at 7 p.m., but everyone's welcome to come in at 6 p.m. to eat and enjoy some good conversation. Individuals pay for their own meal, but you do not have to eat to attend. You also do not have to be a ham to attend, and everyone is welcome, including family members and those interested in amateur radio. The next meeting at the Happy House will be Saturday, September 9th. This net is now being streamed live on the 5-9 Radio YouTube channel. So if you want to see how you sound on the radio or miss part of the net, you can go to 59radio.com for details and a link to the channel. And also I want to let everybody know that the breakfast, I think we got one breakfast left over here on Saturdays in Aurora for the Saturday breakfast. And then I think we go to Monette after that. And we also got the Billings Fair next weekend. I don't know the exact times, but we're going to be setting up a station there and operating W0R next weekend. So keep your eyes open for that. All right, at this time, I'm going to take short time and mobile check-ins only. So short time and mobile stations, please call now.
KF0LCX, Greg out of Monette.
November 2, Sierra Alpha Whiskey.
All right, picked up two of them there. KF0LZX, Greg in Monette. How you doing, Greg?
Hey, doing good, Shaun. Doing good. Trying to enjoy some AC and cool off a little bit, but other than that, just trying to get in and get my name on the list and say 73s to everybody here pretty shortly anyway. But other than that, been doing a little POTA hunting on the 7300 and picked up, I don't know, 10 or 12 people this evening. And other than that, just hanging out with the dogs. So that's all I've got. Get my name on the list and 73s. Shaun, back to you.
All right, Greg, yeah, thanks for checking in. Look up a website called KiwiSDR.com. KiwiSDR, just KIWI, Sierra Delta Romeo.com. And unless you already know about it, and that's a good website to set your audio up on your radio. Don't listen to anybody else. Listen to yourself. It's an SDR receiver, multiple SDR receivers all over the world, and you can tailor your audio and listen to it yourself. All right, thanks for checking in, and 7-3 to you. All right, next on the list is N2SAW. How you doing, Steve?
Doing all right. It's N2SAW, Stephen in Springfield. I did get a new microphone. No one's mentioned it yet, so maybe the audio quality isn't any different. Just wanted to throw it out there. But yeah, my wife was asking for help, so I have to go short time. So I will go ahead and say 73 and back to net. This is N2SAW.
Yep, sounds good. It's a pretty sensitive one. You can hear everything going on in the background. So may need a noise gate or something in between it. All right, thank you, Stephen, for checking in. 5-9 as usual over here. Sounding great.
Thank you much. I just have very loud children, probably more than the sensitivity. Add to SAW.
You mean to tell me you're going to need a serious noise gate?
Sorry, the dog was barking over. You couldn't hear you there either. It's just a terrible night for the radio.
All right, 7-3, Steve. Thanks for checking in. Do we have any more mobile or short time check-ins? Please call now.
Correction, Shaun.
Do what?
KE0MAD. You said this next weekend. It's not this next weekend. It's a week from this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. That'd be next weekend.
It depends on how you look at it.
I think everybody's pretty much on the same page. Next weekend is not this weekend.
KE0MAD.
Right. Let's see. We'll just move on up here to the top of the net logger list. AE0OC. Wes and Miller. How you doing, Wes?
Well, hello, Shaun, and everybody on the net. Good to hear you on here tonight, and thanks for running the net. So far, I've been able to hear everybody, including Greg, just barely breaking my squelch, but I heard him, so that was pretty cool. I usually don't hear him when he's on his HT. Had one fun contact with all this 2-meter stuff we've had going on. A 451-mile contact on 146.58 up to Wisconsin, which I thought was pretty good. That's the best I've ever done, that's for sure. So I know there's some of the guys been getting further ones than that, but for me that was a pretty good run. So especially off of an omnidirectional. But in any case, not a whole lot going on here, so I'll turn it back over to you and the rest of the net. And thanks again. KE0OC 73, Shaun.
All right, Wes. Yeah, thanks for checking in. And, yeah, it's been pretty good. It's not as good tonight as it was the last 4 days or 5 days. It's still not too bad. All right, Wes, 7359 plus. Next on the list is KE6GAE, David in Rogersville. How you doing, Dave?
KE0MAD, rest of the net. This is KE6GAE. Oh, we're doing pretty good, Shaun. Just trying to stay out of the heat. Try to avoid that a little bit. Having to work in the office this week, so I've got to go into Springfield. And looking forward tomorrow. So the week's over because it's been one of those weeks again. Got the Pi Star built. Now I just got to work on getting it to where we can get through it to be able to admin it through that modem. Other than that, don't have a whole lot for the net. I'm gonna go down to the Joplin Hamfest Saturday, see what I can find. Maybe we'll see some of you guys down there. KE6GAE, back to net control. Thanks for running the net, Shaun.
Yep, yeah, no problem there, Dave. Thanks for checking in. And yeah, I guess I probably should have mentioned that the Joplin Hamfest, I think it's this Friday and Saturday. Am I right on that one, Bob? The Friday and Saturday?
12 to 6 on Friday, and then from 8 to 2 on Saturday.
All right, 12 to 6 on Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday. It's the Joplin Hamfest. And then the next weekend, what's the time that we're going to be setting up over there at the tractor pulls, Bob, the fair over there?
Well, that's something I want to talk to you about. Friday and Saturday, we set up both days last year, I think. Are you going to be able to be over there Friday evening, or like going to be Saturday before you get there?
Well, I don't know. It just depends on what work does to me. Well, actually, I should be off of work because I think I'm covering the 1 a.m. shift.
Okay, we can set up over there. Saturday's 4 to 10, so I figured we'd run the daylight hours like we did last year. So I figured, or not 4 to 10, 2 to 10 for the fair board. And I figured we'd run maybe 4 till dark, something like that. So Friday, if we set up, somewhere around 3 or 4 o'clock again, I think it'll probably be all right.
Okay, so we'll be setting up between 3 and 4 o'clock on Friday, and then Saturday, Saturday will be a little earlier than that, though.
We can set up at 2 if you want.
Yeah, I was thinking probably 2 or so. Sounds good. We got a lot faster setup this time. New setup to try out. All right. Thank you very much. We'll move on down to KB0RHA, Rich up there in Mount Vernon. How you doing, Rich?
Oh, doing pretty good. Hello, everybody in the net. Got my new amplifier today. Got it all hooked up, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really nice. Anyway, just trying to stay out of the heat out there. Got to mow my yard sometime this weekend, I hope. Anyhow, that's about all I've got for the net. 7-3, everybody. KB0RHA.
Yeah, good to hear, Rich. I feel sorry for your neighbors down the line from you, now that you're sucking all the electricity up from them. Yeah, I hope you enjoy that amplifier. That is a nice amplifier. Plenty of headroom there. All right, thanks for checking in. 59 Plus down here in Aurora. Looks like next on the list is KE0SPM. Are you actually around tonight?
I am. I don't know how well I'm doing, but I'm actually in here this evening.
Well, it's good to hear you again. Hopefully you're feeling much better now.
I think it's going to be a process, but I'm getting there. I'm going to tell you that COVID ain't for the weak, and neither is 103 degrees from the 122 heat index that we experienced at the air show in Olathe, Kansas.
Yeah, it's not been very fun out there, that's for sure. And yeah, COVID's not fun either. Makes anybody that's weak even weaker. All right, thanks for checking in, Steve. Good to hear from you again. 5.5 with no preamp and like a 5.8 with the preamp. Sounding great.
Very good. Thanks, Shaun, for running that. Good evening. 73 KE0SPM.
All right, 7.3. And let's see here. Next on the list is KA0RM. I put you in there, Bob. So how are you doing this evening? KA0RM, K0MAD. All right, well, we'll move back to Bob here in a little bit. Next on the list is KC0QA in Springfield. How are you doing?
Good evening, everybody. KC0QA. Thought I'd check in. Haven't checked in for a while, so I thought I'd get up here and at least say howdy to everybody. Steve, I hope you get to feeling better. I know it sucks being down with anything at all, most of all COVID. So it gets better. Everybody else have a good evening. I'm going to get out of this heat. Unfortunately, my shack's in the attic where it's nice and hot, and I got a little thing up here, and even though the sun's going down, it says it's still almost 100 degrees up here. So I'm going to go back downstairs and sit in front of the fan. Everybody have a good one, KC0QA.
All right, Rich. Yeah, thanks for checking in the heat there. 5.5 over here in Aurora. 7.3 to you. We'll try Bob, KA0RM again. You around? Okay, well, we're at the bottom of the list. Do we have any over-the-air check-ins that would like to check into the Thursday Night Simplex Net? Please call now.
Kilo Foxtrot 0, November Yankee. How come?
KE0LTG, Aurora.
Okay, that last one I just tried to check in, I had plenty of signal, but almost no audio. Try it one more time.
KE0LTG, Aurora.
No, I got you, Lawrence. The person was after you just right before I keyed up there.
And I said all that on 9-7. I'll be dipped.
Oh, was that you, Bob, that was in there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, well, we'll take your check-in first, Bob. 5.9, plus, minus a little bit of the 60 dB.
Yeah. I'll go through all this again. I was on the repeater. Okay, grief. You probably heard me.
Now I'm only running single band since I got the radio hooked up on the live stream.
All right, I'll start over. Kill out 0 Romeo Mike Aurora. Oh man, we went over to Gold Star Billings tonight for supper, and then after that, there about 6:30, we met Stephanie for the fair board. I guess I'm on the right frequency, 14646, hopefully, and met her, and she showed us where we was going to set, and right along the road there, basically, in grassy spots where we're going to be. The asphalt parking there in front there that you always see, that's all going to be vendors. There in the corner where the basketball court was on the asphalt, it's going to be a petting zoo. And then to the south and east over there, it's going to be all pop-up bounce houses, is what I'm trying to say. And she's trying to get us into the parade. If we want to get into the parade. I said, well, I don't know. It ain't going to be that big a parade, but she'd like to have us in there. The feedback last year was phenomenal. She said that people really enjoyed it on Facebook. And I told her, so we need cards to pass out, stuff like that. And I said, we don't have that, but I got one of the members that does cutouts on, I don't know what you call it, stick-ons, stuff like that. And I said, we're going to put our club name, address, phone number, and stuff like that, and where we meet all that on that, and wrap around water bottles. And she said that would be great. So everything's looking good. The parking lot was asphalt. Like I said, that won't be accessible no more, but over there east of the water tower, you know where that's at, Shaun. There's a farm over across the road that they access somewhere. It was given to them or they bought it or something. That's all going to be parking over that area there. So then to the west of the bathrooms and stuff over that area, that's going to be handicap parking over there. So they got twice as many vendors they did last year, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and she's really looking forward to us there. So like I said, it looks like they'd like to get us into the parade, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. That's on Friday. KE0RM.
All right, Bob, yeah, thanks for checking in, and yeah, you were on the right frequency this time. I didn't even know you were going on with your whole spiel on 9.7. That's pretty funny. Now I wish I was listening. All right, I'm trying to think. I was going to tell, do we not have any cards left from when we did it last year? We had quite a few of them.
I don't. Zach might have it. Wes might have it. Wes, if you're listening, I don't know if we got any cards left or not, but we could use them, and then also the water bottles. And she's going to get back to us on the hamburger deal. She said, I don't know if the city will let us do it over there or not, but she said she would get back to me, and she's going to send me a whole bunch of times and stuff like that, But she'd get back to us on that.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't think they'd have a problem since we're just cooking for ourselves. We're not cooking for anybody else, but maybe on the property they don't allow it. All right, Bob, thanks for checking in. And next on the list is KF0, November Yankee. Looks like Justin in Marionville. How are you doing, Justin?
Hey guys, I'm better than I deserve. How are you all? I'm I accidentally just flipped over to this frequency and realized this net was going on, so I figured I'd see how I read on Simplex for everyone.
Well, you're about a 5.8, 8S units over here in Aurora. I'll take a standby. Does anybody else copy KF0NNY, Justin in Marionville?
5 here. Yeah, I'm good over here in Golden City.
5-3 in Springfield and 2 SAW.
55 Mount Vernon, KB0RHA.
KE0M, just barely hear him in Aurora.
Well, you're making it out pretty decent. What are you using for a radio and an antenna?
I've just got a Baofeng BFF8HP, so it's 8 watts of power, and then the antenna I've got is a foldable, looks like probably 40 inches or so, something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, it's doing a good job for you. You're heard all the way around from Springfield on over to Golden City, so doing pretty good. Again, 5'8" over here in Aurora, and thanks for checking in. Good to get you on this net for the first time.
Yeah, thank you, folks. I've got nothing but a warm reception from everyone in this community. So I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys more in the future. So thanks, everyone. 73.
All right, 73. Thanks for checking in. Next on the list is KE0LTG. Lawrence, how are you doing?
Well, doing pretty good. If the cards you was talking about was like the QSO postcards, I have those, so I do have a bunch of them. So if that was the card you had in mind.
No, the card I had in mind was they look like business cards, but they got the CW alphabet on the back.
I have some of them. Bob gave me quite a few. Maybe not a whole lot, but I do have some of those too. I get them located here. I guess doing pretty good. I'm watching my frequency meter tonight. I got it on high sensitivity, and it's showing 146.460. So be happy that it's working on the high sensitivity as well as the normal. I guess I've had a pretty good week. I bought a couple fender washers. I put some plastic between them to try to make my own capacitor, and I was showing like 156 picofarads on it. So I thought it'd be a lot more than that, but I guess I'm going to have to do some more experimenting here.
Yep, well, that's what it's all about, is experimenting. All right, Lawrence, thanks for checking in, 5'9 plus. All right, next on the, we're at the bottom of the list. We're at the bottom of the list. Do we have any more over-the-air check-ins? Please call now.
KE0WRU, I have kind of dragging my heels getting back here.
That's all right. And I guess you said Alan, he got it. You say Alan got his antenna blew away, or is that the other one?
That's the other one. Alan, I think's in here. You in here, Alan?
Yes, sir.
Check yourself in.
KE0SNN checking in.
All right. Well, we picked up two of them. KE0WRU, Bob over there in Golden City. I'm surprised you heard him on a Baofeng and a, I can't remember what they call it. An Abri? I think that's what they call that antenna, that fold-up antenna. Abri! Anyway, how you doing, Bob?
Oh, I'm still sick from this coughing and gagging, but I'm getting over it. I'm glad to know you're running the net again and all that. That's kind of like a tape measure antenna he's using there, I think, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, he come in here. I was surprised. I looked over there, and I had pretty good signal on him. He sounded great. It kind of surprised me when he said what he was talking on there. I guess that's about all I got for the net. I'll hand it back over to you, Shaun. Thank you for running it. KE0WRU.
All right, Bob. Thanks for checking in. 5'9", as usual. Sounding great. Looks like next we got KC0SNN. Alan over there in Carl Junction. How you doing, Alan?
Hey, we're doing okay there. Anyway, it's doing okay now. We're sitting behind the cool side of the door there, so it was a hot one again today. But the way the weatherman talks, after tomorrow, it's supposed to start cooling off. So I hope they're right. Anyway, that's all I have on this end. Thanks for picking me up.
Yeah, Alan, it can't cool off quick enough. Problem is, it's going to get cool, and then we're going to be upset that it's too cool. It's a vicious cycle. Thanks for checking in, Alan. I think you were about a 5.5 with the preamp. No problem hearing you.
Roger, roger. Thank you.
I take it back. 5-7 with the preamp. All right, thanks for checking in. We're at the bottom of the list again. Do we have any more over-the-air check-ins? Please call now.
And 2SAW recheck.
Yeah, go ahead, Steven.
Oh, I was just seeing if the microphone was any better. It actually was me that you were saying that you heard a carrier but no audio. Apparently you could turn the volume all the way down on this microphone. I turned it down and was going to see how it was, but apparently there was no audio with it.
Well, there was audio, but it was super, super, super low.
Okay, yeah, I was listening to the live stream and thought that, there was a little bit too much gain on this microphone. I guess I will find out if you hear a crying baby in the background, because there's one right now.
I can hear it, but it's much quieter than it was earlier.
Okay, good. Yeah, I don't want it to be too crazy, so I just wanted to get rechecked with it, so I'll send it back to you and to SAW.
You know, Steven, you're still not going to be able to outdo Jimmy over there in Springfield with the squawking birds in the background.
Can't outdo someone with the squawking birds. I'm trying to remember who it was with the dogs. Dang it. Dave in Rogersville, KE0CBU, he has barking dogs, and they overpower him on the smart nets at times.
Yeah, if Jimmy was in your KE0 DGB, he's got those parrots and stuff in the background. Those things are noisy. All right, thanks for the recheck, Steven. And Mike does sound good. Sounds great in my ears. And, well, I'm going to take one more call for the over-the-air check-ins on the omnidirectional, then I'll start swinging the beam. Any more over-the-air check-ins, please call now.
Recheck?
Hey, go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, KB0RHA. What was that web address, that Kiwi that you was talking about?
Kiwi SDR. So Kiwi, Kiwi, Sierra Delta Romeo.com. And then there'll be a map. When it comes up, open the map up. Don't try to go through the list. It's ridiculous. And then use your ear and listen where the band's at. You know, if the band, you're hearing a lot of people in Colorado or in that area, select one of those receivers. And then, and then find yourself a free frequency there and do some testing. And there's a slider. When you get on that thing, there'll be a slider to adjust the passband filter on those receivers. Make sure you adjust that slider to 0 and, say 3,000 hertz, because your radio is going to transmit, 2.9K. So, adjust its passband on those receivers to at least, 3 kilohertz to get all of your audio.
Oh, roger. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that, check out how my mic works. Anyway, thank you much. That's all I needed. 73 KB0RHA.
All right, and there's a record function, too. You just hit the little record on there, and it'll record, and it'll save a file to your computer so you can leave everything muted, test your audio, then listen to yourself. Don't try to listen to yourself while you're talking, because it'll just screw you up. All right, Rich, 7-3 to you. I'm going to go ahead and switch on over to the beam, so give me just a second. We'll start to the southeast.
K0RWD.
Okay, well, we'll hold on switching over to the beam. We'll get Ron first. How you doing, Ron? K0RWD. Hello, Ron. K0RWD in Cassville.
K0RWD. We had only thing I can say over here is if you like hot stuff, you can just walk around and because you don't have to buy a sauna.
Now, I know you're not talking about yourself as being hot stuff, are you?
Well, I guess that cut out not exactly the way I wanted it to.
I knew what you meant, Ron. Sounded good over here in Aurora. Looked like about a 5'8", 5'9". How are you doing today?
Oh, yeah, just enjoying this. And this, that, and the other. And I enjoy this one. I like everybody else does. And I kind of like the Thursday 8 p.m. also.
Yep, I like it too. I almost didn't make it tonight. I had a long day at work and I almost got stuck out there in the field, but I made it back, so it all worked out. All right, Ron, thanks for checking in. I'm going to switch over to the beam now. We're going to start rolling around from southeast around to the southwest. Again, thanks for checking in, Ron. 7-3.
7-3 is K0RWD.
All right, this is KE0MAD. Using the beam, we're pointed to the southeast. We have any check-ins around the southeast that'd like to check in? Please call now.
KD0 EOA, Paul and Cape Fair.
All right, we picked up KD0 EOA. Paul over there in Cape Fair. How you doing, Paul?
Well, pretty good. Tried to stay indoors for the most part the last few days. Had a few little projects here. Let's see, I mowed real early Monday morning, and glad I got done when I did, about 10 or so. That was pretty rough.
Yeah, it's been pretty rough out there. That is for sure.
Well, that's about all that's went on here. Just quiet, staying indoors. I've been monitoring the radio, VHF stuff a lot, and thought with the high temp and people maybe staying in, I'd hear more radio activity, but I haven't.
I know the band's been open pretty good. Been hearing quite a bit, off to the north and northeast of there a little bit. I worked all the way into Ontario, Canada on a 2-meter simplex. So I was pretty impressed with that.
Well, that's pretty good. I had my other radio on sideband, but I just could not pick anything up at all.
Yep, I don't know. Of course, I noticed sideband would be kind of weak, and then FM was coming in good, and then FM would go weak, and then sideband was coming in good. I don't know if people were just switching back and forth like I was. Maybe that was the deal. I don't know. All right, Paul, you got anything else for the net?
No, that's it. Thanks for running the net, and it was good to see you at the little tailgate there too. And 73 KD0 EOA.
Yeah, it was good to meet you, Paul. Yeah, it's nice to put a face with the voices. Definitely helps sometimes. Do we have any? Well, I'm pointing to the southeast. Is Siri in there? Let's see, KF0 NKV. Are you around for check-in? Nope, don't sound like it. All right, well, I'm going to roll the beam to the north, or to the, northeast if I don't have any more check-ins to the southeast. Anybody else, call now. All right, this is KE0MAD with the OARS Thursday Night Simplex Net. I am pointed to the northeast. Do we have any check-ins over in this direction? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. I'm pointed a little more north, still a little bit east, up about 15 degrees. Do we have any more check-ins pointed off to the northeast? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. We're pointed up around Stockton Lake. Got anybody up around Stockton Lake check in, please call now. All right, nothing heard. We're pointed over towards Joplin and Carthage, off into Kansas there. Anybody you'd like to check into the Thursday night net, please call now. All right, one last call pointed to the southwest. Do we have any more check-ins for the OARS Thursday night Simplex Net? Then I'm going to jump back over to the omnidirectional and finish this thing off. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. We're back on the omnidirectional vertical. Do we have any more last-minute check-ins to the OARS Thursday night Simplex Net? Please call now. All right, that's it. 16 check-ins, including myself, and I also checked in KC0OJI Castle as a proxy since he couldn't make it in here. So 16 check-ins, including myself and Castle there. So not bad. Hope everybody stays cool. Next week's looking a whole lot better than this week. Hopefully you guys enjoy yourselves. Anybody going to the Hamfest? 7-3 all. This is KE0MAD. We're releasing the frequency to amateurs.
KE0MAD, KE0M.
Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
September 2nd at 5 o'clock. They've got a hot dog eating contest. You want me to enter your name?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
As I may be gigantic and huge, but that doesn't mean I can eat a lot.
You know, as well as I know, most people who wins them are built like me.
Well, you need to enter yourself then.
If I got one of them down, that'd be good. A foot long there at the Sonic the other day is all I wanted.
Wes, you turn that stream off. Don't be talking about Bob eating a bunch of wieners.
No, Shaun was talking about, not me.
You said it was little skinny guys like you that can eat all them things.
Well, that's the one that usually wins it. I've seen different ones, in the past, and big guys you think would put it away, they can't. I don't know why. It don't make sense to me. But anyway, I just wondered. I was looking at their website here, and 5 o'clock, September 2nd, they got 10 entries maximum, and I just wondered if you want me to put your name down.
Nope, absolutely not. Like I said, I'm not good at eating a lot of food. I mean, when you see me eating the morning and breakfast time, that's about my extent.
Well, you get around to that seafood combo and stuff pretty good.
Oh, yeah. But I don't eat all the potatoes and all that other stuff. I usually leave all the potatoes. All I do is use the gravy. I don't really care for the potatoes a whole lot. Ain't nothing to eat 2 big pieces of fish.
Yeah, that potato, I never paid much attention really, but I figured you cleaned that plate up, slicked it up where you could see it in the mirror.
Nope, I usually leave 99% of all the potatoes. All right, I'm going to shut this thing down and go in the living room with the family for a little while before they go to bed. KE0MAD.
Yeah, it won't be long. I'll be headed that way too there. So, KE0M. Catch you later.
All right, Wes, you all right up there?